Was that the prettiest game? No. Was it a must-win mentally for this team? You're damn right it was. The Blue Jays win 2-1 over the Cleveland Guardians. It's still tough to say. And with the win, the Jays are now back up to 10 games over 500 at 61-51. And this series could look a lot different now after tomorrow's ball game. But before we talk about that, let's break this puppy down. Mitch White got the start for the Blue Jays, and on the other side, it was Tristan McKenzie on the mound for the Cleveland Guardians. And at the top of the first inning, it was jam-packed Rogers Center, obviously a bobblehead day for Vladi. So it's jammed there, Rogers Center, dome open, beautiful day. Mitch White throws 7 straight balls to start the game. Steven Kwan gets on with the walk to start it off. And he's down 3-0 to Amed Rosario. And this game could be awful the way this is going so far. But he battles back, gets Amed Rosario, and I believe he got Jose Ramirez as well on the first pitch, which I didn't really understand. And unfortunately, though, he walks another guy, which brings up Jimenez, the All-Star for the Cleveland Guardians. And he gets a single with 2 out to give them the 1-0 lead. In comes Steven Kwan. And the Guardians are up 1-0 off of Mitch White. And it's the walks that come back to haunt you. And every Jays fan loses their mind when we see that because instantly we think of Yusei Kikuchi. But anyways, we move ahead. And Mitch White settles down and was fantastic after that. We move ahead to the bottom of the 5th. Meanwhile, the Jays have had no offense to this point. Matt Chapman comes up. And in his previous AB, he battles, ends up walking. Doesn't come around to score or anything, but a really nice at-bat. This is his next at-bat. And another really good AB from Chapman. Gets a breaking ball. Drills it. Foul. And if you're Matt Chapman, you're thinking, okay, he just threw that to me, and he sees that I was all over it. He's going to try and beat me with a fastball. Well, clearly McKenzie thought the same thing, because he gives a fastball to Matt Chapman right down Broadway, and Chapman drills it to left center field, and it's gone. And Matt Chapman has tied the game at 1. We move a couple innings ahead. Tristan McKenzie is still on the hill. Teoscar Hernandez at the dish. I'm really not sure what Tristan McKenzie was thinking when he was pitching to Teo. He fires him a fastball. Not a very comfortable swing from Teo, so that's not pretty. Second one, another fastball gets fouled off. And he's like, I'm going to throw a third one in a row, 94 middle in. 3 straight fastballs. Look, you don't throw 99, my dude. Not really sure what you're thinking, but Teo is like, well, thank you very much. And he drills this ball to center field, and it's gone. The Jays have taken the lead now. It's 2-1. Now, meanwhile, they only have 6 hits total in the game, but they have a couple of really nice at-bats against Tristan McKenzie, and they have the lead. Now, bullpen-wise, they were phenomenal again today. We talked about it yesterday, right? Barrios was not good. We all know that. But after Barrios left the game, albeit it was an 8-0 game, the bullpen came out and scoreless frames. What happened today after Mitch White only went 4 2/3? Scoreless frames. Fantastic job from Zach Pop, Adam Simber, Anthony Bass, Jimmy Garcia, Jordan Romano. Fantastic job from all those guys for settling down and just doing an incredible job. Finding a way to get out of some damage situations as well, right? Because I know that Romano had the tying run scoring position there in that 8th inning, so that was a little scary. And obviously Adam Simber had a guy at third with 2 out, found a way to strand him. Really important outs there, considering how shaky the Jays offense was. Team stats. The only guy out a multi-hit game was Santiago Espinal. 2 for 3 in the game for him. 6 hits total for the Blue Jays. 5 strikeouts, only walked a couple times. But another big thing, Vladi. The hitting streak continues. 22 consecutive games for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Still on his way to catch John Olerud's Blue Jays record at 28 games. And meanwhile, buddy Rob told me Joe DiMaggio is at 56. That is the MLB record, which is ridiculous. Don't think Vladi's going to get there. But hey, you know what? You can always try. And he's on pace right now to, I think the next guy below him is at 44. And Vladi just went halfway to that, which is insane. But either way, Jays fans, let's talk about the pitching staff. Because they were remarkable today. And they were the reason we won this ballgame. Mitch White, as we talked about it, struggled in that first inning with his command. Once he did find the command, he was pretty good. 4 2/3, 3 hits allowed. Meanwhile, one of those hits were in that first inning. 1 earned run in that first inning. Walked 3. 2 of the 3 were in that first inning. Struck out 3 guys. He was dominant after that first inning. I was really impressed with what we saw from Mitch White today against a lineup that is very pesky. I wouldn't say they're prolific. I wouldn't say they're very, very good offensively, but they're fairly good. They have a lot of guys that can cause havoc. And Mitch White did a really good job containing them, especially striking out Jose Ramirez on a slider down and in at his shoe tops. Made him look silly. And I'm like, damn, that's got some bite to it. So really a nice job from Mitch White. Zach Pop came in. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, but nothing else doing. Adam Simber, as I mentioned, came into a situation with a guy, I think it was a guy at second with 1 out, I believe. Ended up stranding him at third base. Went 2/3 of an inning. Got a strikeout. Big job from him. Anthony Bass, just so far from what we've seen from him, just been lights out. Other than the solo bomb that he allowed, he's been spectacular as a J. Clean inning of work, nothing doing, no hits, no walks, no runs, no Ks. It's a clean job for Anthony Bass. Jimmy Garcia went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit and a strikeout. The 1 hit was a Josh Naylor. He reached for in the outer half and just dumped it into left field, enough to get a double out of it, which was crazy because the Jays have been lining the balls right at guys all night, all afternoon long. And that drops in, and it's a 1-out double, right? So it's 2-out double. But then Jordan Romano goes out there, gets that 1 out, massive job there, and goes out there in the 9th, finishes it off. An inning in the 3rd, 1 hit allowed, struck out a couple guys, walked 1, picks up save numbers 26 for Jordan Romano. And just like that, the Jays have now won a game, and we're feeling a little bit better about things. Obviously, the team's still not clicking. You won 2-1. Right, the offense still wasn't clicking. You only had 2 runs on 6 hits. You're still not there. Bo Bichette had 3 at-bats, I believe, today. Saw 3 pitches. I don't know what was going on with him today, but I'm not a fan of the aggressiveness if it's going to be that stupid. If you're going to get a ball and you love it on the first pitch, you better make it pay, or else, you just look stupid on the first pitch getting out and, his final at-bat, right? Swing at the first pitch, there's a little dribbler back to the pitcher, and I'm like, if that's what you're swinging at the very first pitch, I understand you're aggressive. I get it. But you got to be smart. And that was not very smart from Bo Bichette. So, pitching-wise was great today. Offensively, we're still waiting on. Albeit, Tristan McKenzie is a very good pitcher. So, you knew you weren't going to get a whole lot of offense when it comes against him. But you did enough. Your pitching staff did great. And you won a ball game. That's really all there is to it right now. Tomorrow, the finale of this series, and Jays fans, we have a chance to win this series, which is so crucial because then you have the Baltimore Orioles coming to town. And you want them coming to town while you're feeling at least better about yourself, right? And it's going to be a pitcher's duel again tomorrow. Don't expect a lot of runs to score. Shane Bieber gets the ball for the Cleveland Guardians, and Kevin Gausman gets the ball for the Blue Jays at 1:37 at Rogers Center. Crazy, weird stats I want to bring up about Shane Bieber. His last time out against the Toronto Blue Jays was in May while we were in California. And he got lit up like a Christmas tree. I mean, it was pretty ugly for Shane Bieber in that outing. However, his last start at Rogers Center in 2019, he went a complete game and allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, didn't allow a run, and struck out 10. He was lights out. However, that 2019 lineup looks a lot different than the lineup we see today. So, what are we going to see tomorrow? The hell if I know, but if we can get even half of what Kevin Gausman has given us over the last 2 outings, it's going to give us a chance to win the series. The offense, they got to make a punch early. They cannot allow Shane Bieber to get into his groove early on. They have to make that first punch. Get to him early, and Gausman needs to throw up some zeros, especially in that first inning. Get the boys right on the bats, keep the vibes good in that bottom half of the first, right? You know what, Jays fans? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the win today, maybe not the ball game per se because it was quite frustrating, but the win. Smack a like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to all that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already, of course. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition again, tomorrow. The finale of the 3-game set between the Jays and the Guardians. Shane Bieber, Kevin Gausman is the pitching matchup there. 1:37 first pitch at Rogers Center. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the ball game this afternoon. We'll talk to you guys then.